What is going on, y'all? The NCZ3 here, and I'm so glad you stopped by. That's right, you Malakis. Known by you to spend some of your quality time to hang out with me today because we are going to be doing a pseudo update gem spending guide, okay? This is for players that are at the advanced level. The players that aren't like, what do I do with my 2 million gems? I'm like, well, bro, buy stuff. I don't know, It's for those players who are looking to actually edge out and get a little bit more squeeze out of the game, right? So a few things I'm going to go ahead and point out here is, yes, I've got over 100,000 gems. Yes. Everybody knows that. That's not a lot of gems, by the way, okay? But when I get to about this many gems, I start to think about what I'm actually going to do with them. Right, so I'm on my trap account, and this is going to be my main account now. Like I'm not trying to do any other thing, any other gameplay. It's too easy, and guys, it is boring. It is absolutely boring. It's boring me to death to take a really high might account or even a mid-tier might account and just go crush people with it. Yeah, sure, it looks fun, yada, 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 but a lot of guys don't understand that that's like $50, $100, $200 every single time I do that. If I hit a trap, it's even more money, basically, right? So it's not a money issue. It's the fact that it's boring. You do it so much. Once you hit 200 million kills plus, or whatever the case is, with killing T3s and T4s, you'll realize that it's just boring. It's just absolutely boring. So that's why I'm on the trap account. So that's no here nor there, right, fam? So check this out, right? I know that I'm going to need at least a minimum of 36,000 gems to get my treasure trove up to level 9. And I absolutely will do that, okay? Because the number of pickaxes is ridiculous, right? From 8 to 9, I think it's like 3,500 or something like that. And you can only buy portions of 1,000, so for 10,000 gems. So I will be saving some of my gems to max out my treasure trove, but I'm not actually on that portion just yet, okay? The couple of things you guys want to look at is your research. First off, you always want to look at your research, okay? I kind of regret spending anything in my economy tab because, guys, I am not going for T4 on this account. I'm just not going to. Defenses, don't spend any time on that, okay? But look, when I look at gemming research, right? When I look at gemming research, I see about how many gems it's going to cost me versus the reward I'm going to get out of it, okay? What I mean by that is, well, if there's a watcher event and it's like 2,000 gems that I'm going to get in exchange, but I have to spend 5,000 gems to get it, well, okay, there's also a 3-day speed up that comes with that and yada, 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 right? So at that time, it's kind of worth my time. It's kind of worth the gems to do that. But seeing as this right here is going to run me, 19.4 thousand gems, I'm going to hard pass on that one, right? Because I simply am not in a rush to get this research up to max. I'll use free speed ups and stuff like that to get this up there, right? And I'll save my gems. Now, the other thing I'm going to look at is my buildings, okay? Since this is a trap account, I'm most likely going to be destroying every single one of my resource buildings, okay? All 17 or 18, I think there's 17 of them, right? Something like that. Anyways, I'm going to destroy all my buildings because I just don't need the might. I would rather have that in troop might of some sort. I'm going to have all infirmaries in one barracks because you need a barracks to build an infirmary, right? So you're stuck with one barracks basically, right? So yeah, for the most part, guys, I'm not looking to build a battle hall up any higher than it is, a prison any higher, or even an altar. I'm not going to build any of those buildings because it's all might that it gets calculated that I simply just don't need and or want. I don't want any of those mites, okay? Yes, I am rushing to C25, and it's only for research purposes, fam. It's only for research purposes. So that brings me to my next point, guys. Heroes. Everybody always underestimates heroes, how important and how valuable they are in the actual game. I've seen so many guys with higher mites, like 500 million mites, that don't have a good set of heroes. Like, they have some paid heroes, and that's it. They don't have like a Demon Slayer to gold or a Tracker to gold, or maybe they don't have Sea Squire to gold, yada, 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 right? So basically what I'm saying here is that if you are trying to build an amazing account, you want to have 5 heroes, five heroes of every single troop type minus Siege that you can use, okay? Because if for any reason you go against somebody who's 100% cavalry, if you throw out 100% range, bro, you're going to crush them. But I see this a lot, right? When people send out attacks, I see something like, let's see here. I see something just like this, right? They do something just like this, right? They go boom, 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 and boom, right? They use these 5 heroes. They're all gold, yada, yada, yada. Well, that's good and all, but only 2 of your actual heroes right there are going to give any bonuses. Your big guy, your Demon Slayer, and your petite, your prima donna are not going to give any bonuses. They'll give their leadership bonus of 10,000 troops, but they're not going to aid you in combat in any means, okay? So for me, I look at my heroes right here, and I want to invest my gems into my heroes because your heroes will make you more gems, bros, in the Colosseum. The more heroes you have access to that are gold and higher level and kitted out, bros, you are going to make so many more gems in the Colosseum. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, you will absolutely come out ahead, okay? Everybody when I first started playing this game used to call me an idiot. They used to make fun of me. They used to say you're a fucking moron basically, bro. Why are you spending so many gems on your heroes and why are you spending so many gems on your VIP yada yada yada, right? And so those are the same players that are still stuck at where they're at with piss poor heroes, cannot get hardly any gems in the Colosseum unless they spend a bunch of refreshes, right? And then players like me are the ones who invested early on that are able to basically overcome everybody else, right? I am always consistently rank 1 through 5 throughout the entire day. Unless I go to sleep, then I fall back sometimes to rank like 9 or 10. And if it's a really bad day, rank 20. But it's 3 matches and I'm back into the top 5 again for like another week. All right. So I'm telling you guys, the best way to invest your gems, especially if you're a free-to-play player, is just into your heroes. That is literally the best way to do it. Everybody keeps messaging me. I think the number one question I get asked is, how is my relics, right? How can I improve my relics, right? The second most common question I get asked is, I know, right? Second most common question I get asked is, VNN, what should I spend my gems on, right? Should I gem some troops so that I have a better defense? Look, guys, let me show you something, okay? I'm going to my barracks, go to my pie chart. I have 1 troop. 1. That's it. All my might is core might. I mean, I'm almost 12 million core might, which is not a lot, right? It's not a lot. Not a lot. I'm not trying to say it is. I'm just saying it's literally all core might because I don't need a large force, bro. All my extra gold, guess what? I'm gonna ship that out to our bank. I'm just not gonna carry that much gold on me because I can't protect it. You know, only carry what you can protect, fam, and then ship out your extra resources to your buddies. But anyways, that's for a different thing, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my bag. Oh, not this. I'm going to go into my bag, and I'm looking at my Brave Hearts, okay? It takes 110 Brave Hearts, about average, right, to take a hero from 0 to gold, okay? 0 to gold. That's not counting any equipment or anything, okay, fam? That's just counting from 0 to gold. And I know it's going to cost me about 35,000 gems to get my duty up, right? So let's go like this. Let me get my calculator out really quick, fam. And I'm going to go like this, right? So if I have 102,000 gems, right, which is what I have right here, less 35,000, that's for my treasure trove. I have 67,000 gems I can play with. I can buy 33 Brave Hearts, and that's actually what I'm about to do. A lot of guys is like, "Oh, that's so painful to see." Oh, okay, bros. Obviously, you're not wanting to get better at this game, so you can turn around and, I don't know, man, not do anything, right? So I'm going to buy 33. That's 66,000 gems I'm about to invest, okay? Sure, I'll spend them right now. I have 77 Brave Hearts left. The rest of these gems are kind of reserved for my treasure trove, right? That's all they're reserved for, right? And so I told you guys, when you guys get Rose Knight, always sweep her no matter what. Always sweep her first, okay? Out of the entire day, sweep her first. And then when you get different heroes like this, make sure I got my EXP gear on, right? So when you get different heroes, every single time you sweep, it costs Brave Hearts, bros, for the most part. If you're going to do this in any timely matter, it's going to cost you Brave Hearts, right? And so I know people are like, well, why did you sweep the lower tier? Only sweep the higher tier. No, fam. You got to sweep all the tiers. You have to sweep them, okay? You have to, because if you don't, there's only 2 tiers, and you're only going to have maybe 8 medals a day. That's 16 medals right there I just gained, because it's about 3 sweeps per 1 medal, right? That's about what it averages out to be. And so the rest of my Bravehearts are basically reserved for my Rose Knight, okay? I am still kind of working at my tracker, but any of the extra stamina I get left over might go towards getting gear or whatever the case may be. I really don't know at the end of the day. And also, guys, let me open up some of these boxes, right? I got 109. I got something like 20,000 gems over the last couple of days. And so this guild's pretty good, guys. It's OOC, and I'm not gonna try to advertise for them, but they kick ass and they take names. And so I decided to pull my trap account over here, all that good stuff. And I don't know if this is filler, if I'm just kind of bullshitting with you guys, but that's what it pretty much equals out to be at the end of the day. Is that you have to spend, you have to do things wisely. You have to invest wisely, because if you don't, then you're kind of stuck. You're like stuck in such a position that you can't really get out of, right? You just can't get out of the position because, well, you took somebody else's advice and, you did this or you did that. Because look, fam, when you spend gems on shackles and all that good stuff, when you're done, okay, in like 5 months, you're gonna have like 4,000 shackles you can't even use, right? You can't even use the shackles, bros. And so look at this, 1,200 gems right there. And so what I'm saying here is that the shackles, the tombs, all that good stuff, fam, you should maybe wait for those to be given to you by boxes like this, right? If you're in research and you're a decent mic, guys, get yourself into a decent guild that's going to be active and contributing, right? And so I don't know what else to say, fam. I don't know what to say. If you don't believe me about the tombs, the everything, the essences, the souls, the tombs, the handcuffs, everything, right? Ask anybody who's been T4 for at least a few months, right? Ask them how many tombs, how many shackles, all that stuff they got. Because I'm telling you, fam, I have like well over 3,000 on all of my, I shouldn't say all my guns, because I've got one, right? I've got over 3,000 shackles on the T4 account, right? Over 3,000 tombs, over 3,000 souls, all that good stuff. So guys, at the end of the day, the best way for advanced players or players who want to do better in the game, all that good stuff, the way I would spend my gems if it was me and I was you is simply put, your heroes. You got to invest in your heroes. You have to, because the Coliseum gems, I'm telling you, fam, the Coliseum gems, if you can just get in the top 100, that is 1,000 extra gems, 1,000 plus extra gems that you're making every single day because you invested into your heroes. Now, I understand it's 2,000 gems per Braveheart, but eventually, when you're in the top 5, you're starting to make 3,000 gems per day. That's 90,000 gems per month that you're making. That's 45 Bravehearts per month that you actually are making back. So you spent those gems, right? I bought 33 Bravehearts, right? And now eventually I'll be making back 45 Bravehearts a day, equivalent in gems, right? Or my bad, a month, equivalent in gems. But I'm just going to save those gems, let them topple up. And eventually when I get so many, I'm just going to get my VIP up on the trap account because I'm doing things not to gain my. But anyway, so guys, hopefully this was at least helpful, right? At least it was helpful. If you guys are wondering how I got all the way up there without spending tons and tons and tons of cash, it's simply that. I just invested into my heroes. But on that note, though, guys, y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by and spending some of your quality time to hang out with me today, and stay classy.